Spain thought they knew her. The perfect crown princess. The silent future queen. The girl who never put a single foot wrong. But everything changed today. Princess Leonor's first love has been revealed, and the nation is stunned. Leonor de Borbón-Ortiz, heir to the Spanish throne, has always been seen as reserved, disciplined, untouchable. Every public appearance carefully choreographed, every word measured. From the time she was a child, she was raised not just as a daughter, but as an institution, a living symbol of Spain's future. But behind palace walls, a very different story was unfolding. This is the story of how Leonor experienced love for the very first time, and how that love has changed her, her family, and perhaps the future of the Spanish crown itself. It all began quietly during her years at UWC Atlantic College in Wales. This was supposed to be her window into the wider world, a safe space where she could be a student first and a princess second. And for a time, that's exactly what it was. But those who were there say Leonor slowly began to open up in ways she never had before. She made friends outside of the royal circle, learned to live without constant security hovering nearby, and for the first time, she got a taste of freedom. Somewhere in those years, between exams and campus events, something happened. Or rather, someone happened. A boy, described by classmates as kind, intelligent, and quietly confident, caught Leonor's attention. They began as friends, study partners who could share notes and talk about philosophy, politics, and the future. But slowly, something deeper formed. Those close to Leonor say she would light up whenever his name came up. She was seen laughing with him during lunch breaks, walking along the coastal paths near campus, sometimes even just sitting quietly together under the Welsh rain. For the first time, Leonor was not just the crown princess. She was a teenage girl, and she was in love. But the Spanish royal household has always been cautious. Any hint of romance involving the heir to the throne is treated with extreme delicacy. And this was no exception. The palace said nothing. There were no press releases, no official statements. For months, Leonor kept this part of her life private. Then came the first photograph. Not an official portrait, not a posed moment, just a blurry snapshot taken by another student, showing Leonor laughing freely, her head thrown back, a look of happiness rarely seen in her official appearances. The photo leaked online, and speculation exploded. Who was the boy beside her? The Spanish press went into overdrive. Some called it harmless teenage affection. Others called it a constitutional risk, warning that the heir to the throne must choose carefully, that the monarchy's stability could one day depend on whom she marries. The public was divided. Young Spaniards praised her for being relatable, for living as any teenager should. Traditionalists worried that she might be risking the dignity of the crown. Inside Zarzuela Palace, the situation became impossible to ignore. King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia reportedly spoke to their daughter privately. According to insiders, the conversation was emotional but supportive. Felipe, who himself experienced love and heartbreak before marrying Letizia, was said to be calm and reassuring. Letizia, ever protective, reportedly wanted to ensure Leonor's heart would not be broken under the gaze of the entire world. And then came the unexpected twist. Leonor chose to speak. She didn't give an interview to a tabloid. She didn't pose for glossy magazines. Instead, during a quiet public engagement in Oviedo, she delivered a subtle but powerful message. She spoke about the importance of honesty, of staying true to oneself even under great responsibility. She said that the future of Spain depended not just on tradition, but on authenticity. Those words may sound formal, but to those who know her story, they were deeply personal. This was Leonor's way of saying, yes, I have loved. Yes, I have been changed by it. And yes, I will continue to be my own person, even as your future queen. Since then, everything about her demeanor has shifted. Her military training has given her a new confidence, but there is also a warmth, a maturity in her that was not there before. She has been seen smiling more openly, engaging with the public more naturally, as if she no longer has to hide behind the invisible wall of palace protocol. But this revelation is not without risk. The monarchy in Spain has faced criticism for years, and its survival depends on maintaining public trust. Some fear that too much openness about Leonor's private life could lead to a media circus, the kind that haunted other European royals. Others argue that Leonor's honesty might be exactly what the monarchy needs to stay relevant in the 21st century. And still, the questions remain. Who is this young man? Will their relationship survive the pressures of royal duty? Will we one day see him by Leonor's side at official events, or has this first love already become a memory, a bittersweet chapter in her personal journey? What we do know is this: Princess Leonor has entered a new phase of her life. She is no longer just the shy little girl who waved from the balcony on National Day. She is a young woman who has loved, who has been vulnerable, who has found her own voice. The Spanish people are watching closely. Many of them see in her the possibility of a modern monarchy, one that can feel as human as it is regal. Others watch with caution, wondering whether this new openness might break the careful balance that has kept the Bourbon dynasty standing through turbulent times. And so, Spain waits. Will this first love lead to heartbreak or to something more? Will Leonor, like her father, eventually choose a partner outside of royal tradition, rewriting the rules once again? Or will she one day face the painful decision to put duty above her heart? Whatever happens, one thing is clear: this moment will be remembered as the point where Leonor stopped being just a symbol and became a person in the eyes of her people. A person with dreams, with fears, with love strong enough to stun a nation. And perhaps that is why this revelation matters so much. Because it reminds us that even the future Queen of Spain cannot control who she loves. That behind the golden crown and the ceremonial sword beats the heart of a young woman who dares to feel deeply. Spain may be stunned today, but they are also seeing, for the first time, the woman who will one day be their queen, and that may be the most powerful twist of all. This is only the beginning of Princess Leonor's story. The chapters ahead may hold triumph, sorrow, perhaps even scandal. But whatever comes, Leonor has shown that she will face it not as a prisoner of protocol, but as someone who has tasted freedom and refuses to let it go. The nation holds its breath. The crown waits. And Princess Leonor, standing at the threshold of her destiny, takes her first steps into a future she is beginning to shape on her own terms.